cause it might stick.
And keep growing the channel. I appreciate everybody that has been subscribing lately. Salute to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. One thing you will do, if you're not going to donate, you will take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit the like button. The like button is free. If you clicked on the thumbnail, you just stopping in, hit the like button if you're not liking the conversation. At least do that for a brother. Help me stick and stay in this YouTube algorithm. Once again, helping the channel to grow. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit the like button. Let's go ahead and hit y'all with Randy for everybody that is in here.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful audience. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And
back on me. Thank you all for being in here. I believe brother DG, the legend, was first in this thing tonight. He said, oh, you gonna make them mad at you. Not like they aren't already.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Pooh Man said, that's exactly how it's going with the Don Father. Salute to Donald Trump. Let's keep on going. Who else we got in here? Brother JC in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Brother Mike in the building. He says, roll tide. I appreciate you being in here, good brother. Corey Joe, salute as always, good brother. Let's keep on scrolling. Anybody else? Nope, we all caught up. I thank you all for being in here. Don't think we're going to be on here long tonight, but I did want to talk about this, especially the thumbnail, the Don Father, the gangster we all love. I've had way too many conversations about Donald Trump over this past weekend. As you guys know, I'm a military member. I work in the federal government. I do know people whose jobs are in jeopardy, and I do feel for them the bottom of my heart. But one thing I want to talk about is this obsession we have with gangster culture, in particular, not just America, but in black culture specifically. For those that want to give me pushback and want to talk about white people in The Godfather, which I love, or white people and Made in or Once Upon a Time in America, those Italian mob movies, and you know, the Al Capones and the Lucky Lucianos and all that. I told y'all I'm a mob buff myself. We have been in love with the gangster culture since way, way, way back. I'm talking Billy the Kid, all those guys back in the Wild Wild West, robbing stagecoaches and trains and different things like that. So for it to latch on to black culture, we understand where we done came from, coming out of slavery and all that. We just picked up with American culture. So if you have this American mindset anyway, what's all the pushback with voting for the role of the gangster that we all love? We have heard it in hip hop permeated. We see it in our street culture all the time. I told y'all I was going to be coming at the street culture this year and all the quote unquote fuck boys and all that other stuff that we have celebrated traditionally in black culture. And then we have a white man to do it, and now we're mad and we got our lip poked out. But we celebrate when brothers come home from jail all the time. We've been having this conversation since time immemorial. You see brothers like Dave Chappelle make a joke out of it. Shit, if you get in office, I'm rich. I'm going to get a significant tax break.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
50 Cent street culture. This brother took 9 bullets and sold millions upon millions of records, not necessarily because he was the greatest rapper, but he had a great story. Let me go ahead and get this super chat, and we're going to keep on rolling. Corey Joe, I see you, good brother. I appreciate the 5 spot. He says, salute Kofa, salute chat, RIP Auntie Sean. Just for the Auntie Sean shout out, I'm not going to hit you with 5 on it. We're going to do one for Auntie.
These last $2. Last $2.
I appreciate the 5 spot, good brother. BT done snuck in the building as well. He says, salute Kofa, I appreciate you joining my raffle. Salute to you, good brother. And this is a point of conversation that me and BT always have. And I have to steal this from BT. I'm giving him all the credit. Salute to Broken Traditions. The brother said, man, I can't keep worrying about the black community. I have to build my own community.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
All praise the Most High, because that brother is absolutely, unequivocally, 100% right. Everybody, just because they look like you, isn't going to think like you. Notice when we give pushback to the street culture, the popping bottles, the spending money excessively and all that, everybody want to look at us, those of us on the outside, outliers, looking crazy. They tell us what something's wrong with us. We lame, we just hating, this, that, and the third, go get you some money. We constantly hear these tropes and traits coming from street culture all the time, and has permeated regular black culture. And that's what I give a pushback about a whole bunch. Because people say, oh, well, that's not black culture. When things look crazy on the outside, when we look foolish in the public eye, we'll say, oh, well, that's not black culture. But then you celebrate when a young thug comes home. We're celebrating Big Meech coming home. We're throwing a huge party in the streets, in the club. Everybody got to celebrate because we don't want another brother locked up. But don't nobody got shit to say about a brother that fall behind on his child support. Even though he's still taking care of his kids, we'll leave their brother in there locked up. Every year somebody's bailing out single mothers for whatever they got going on, but they want to make sure they can spend Mother's Day with their children. It's not many brothers that are going to get that same opportunity as single fathers. Got more to the story to add to you about that with my situation and my son Crown. But that's going to be for another live. Y'all going to have to wait a couple of months for that. Hopefully things go right in the court. My point is, when you have brothers out here doing the work within the community, salute to brother D Mays.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Y'all go subscribe Mind Games Uncut on YouTube. Salute to brother D Mays that are actually putting in the work in the community. We look at these brothers with the side eye. Oh, he doing too much. We don't got no Dr. Kings no more. Why y'all trying to force this on the community? All black people don't think alike.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
Y'all will tell us that when brothers are doing positive. When they in the streets, we celebrate it. And we celebrate it at best and overlook it at worst. We don't try to correct the behavior for real, for real. From our women to the young dudes that's watching, to the cats that's out here doing it. Then they come out of prison with nothing to show for it. Still got to move back in with their mama, their auntie, or their grandmama. I was just having a conversation the other day with somebody about a lot of these cats that's, selling dope and this, that, and they don't even have any real money to afford a real lawyer. Not saying a public defender isn't a real lawyer, but those people are often overworked and underpaid. And they don't have money to have a real defense attorney on retainer, but he in the club, popping bottles, throwing money, spending money on bitches, got a different broad every week. And we love it. So what is the pushback for Donald Trump being in office? And I know you'll say, wait a minute, Kofa. Well, we don't like that because he's a politician. He has many people's lives in hand. I guarantee you, from the first 4 years he was in to these next 4 years, Donald Trump is going to have way less of an impact on your life than that cat that you grew up with that been tearing up the community since y'all was in fucking middle school.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Because the children he raised are going to be around the children that you raise. Even if you move to another state, another community or whatever, there's always going to be that street element. So if there's always going to be that street element, but we're supporting it on the back end, quietly or out loud, how in the hell can you be mad at a Donald Trump getting in office? So all that, I'm going to get into these clips tonight. Again, I don't plan to be on here long. We're just going to hit it and quit it tonight because, again, salute to the Don Father. That man is moving. Donald Trump is using a pen like so many black men we celebrate use a gun. Got to give myself one.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Let's get into these comments real quick, then to the first video. Brother Mike says, we celebrate ex-cons and depreciate smart, educated kings.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Everybody speaking, appreciate that. BT says, I remember when D Mays was picking up garbage in the community with the kids. I was going to get into that story. Thank you for reminding me. I remember when D Mays was picking up garbage in the community with the kids and someone threw garbage on the ground while they were cleaning up.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
I remember when he told us that same story, bro. I think we was over at Hefe smoking. I couldn't believe it. Like the dude drove by, rolled the window down while they're on the side of the road cleaning up the community, threw more trash out the window and told him that he missed the spot. And this brother was out there and couldn't do or say anything because he's in front of these young cats. So he has to present well and tell these young black men not to worry about it. Some of our people just ignorant. And to steal D Maze's phrase, all of us ain't gonna make it.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Let's keep on going. Let's get to the first video. This is a reminder I wanted to give you. Let me see. Oh, this is the first one. No, here we go.
Why are black men being lectured to? Why are black...
This is Sister Nina Turner talking about President Obama, you know, the past election when he came out. I want to talk to the brothers that he's trying to relate to us, but I got another video to jog your memory on some other things that Obama has said is going to correlate and almost put a cap on this about the whole thing with voting for Donald Trump. But let's go.
Black men being belittled in ways that no other voting group. Now, a lot of love for former President Obama, but for him to single out black men is wrong. And some of the black men that I have talked to have their reasons why they want to vote a different way. And even if some of us may not like that, we have to respect it. So unless President Barack Obama is going to go out and lecture every other group of men from other identity groups, my message for Democrats is don't bring it here to black men who by and large don't vote much differently from black women.
Shout out to Nina Turner for that.
You go, girl.
When it came to this election, what was it? 79, somebody correct my number, 79, 80% of black men that voted for Kamala Harris. We took a fucking loss.
This is letter L, upper and lowercase letter L.
We took a loss. For those that voted for Kamala Harris, take the L. It happens all the time. For those giving pushback of what he's doing with his pen, as I said, what he's doing with a pen, so many other brothers have done with drugs and guns in our community, and we look the other way. Me being a federal worker, my job is protected because I'm also in the military. But again, I know people that work in the federal government whose jobs are in jeopardy or they may be leaving. What he's doing, he's shrinking the government like he said. There are thousands, millions of people out there working in the government. I did a video not too long ago when people were saying, why can't black men find jobs? I literally showed a job that I applied for and there were 4,000 other applicants for one job. 4,000 other people that I was up against. Now, as great as Kofa is, do you think Kofa got the job? No, but I got to come back to the community to tell me that I'm not trying and I ain't shit. And black men need to do better in the process of me trying to do better. So I wasn't able to get into the federal government, even though I already had a history of working in the federal government. I'm also a military member. And because I'm a veteran, I'm also DEI because I'm a veteran. You think anybody cared that I didn't get that job? No. So you have to excuse brothers like myself and other brothers on the outside looking in that ain't shedding tears. When I initially tried to get the job years ago when my daughter was little, nobody cared. I got hit with the same tropes and traits that so many young black men get hit with. Oh, that's just what it is. That's the name of the game. Oh, you grown now. Now you see how I feel. But I'm trying to feed a 2, 3, 4-year-old child and got a degree and looking for it. Nobody felt any type of empathy or sympathy for me. So for those that have some work history in the federal government, I think we'll be all right. We'll land on our feet. It sounds harsh. It sounds cold. Now imagine me at 22, 23, 24 hearing this. Nobody gave a fuck, which is a reason why those 20% of us did vote for Donald Trump. We got tired of having empty promises told, all this pie in the sky from the Democratic Party or our community at large. As if you do the right thing, then you're going to be rewarded. And that shit didn't come. So fuck it. I'm going to take a gamble and I'm going to vote for the gangster. Oh, he's an ex-con. And? It's somebody else that's an ex-con that y'all let walk right up in the church and you forgave, and he done shot some goddamn body. Y'all mad about Donald Trump and him putting out the article that he did, but we'll get into something else that he did back then that people seem to forget. Let me get to y'all comments, and then we're going to keep on rolling. BT says, Barack trying to talk to the brothers, getting him a divorce.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
After the sister has reached the highest level in the land 2 times, being the first lady. Brother Pooh Man says, broken traditions, I think they already got a divorce. It's just not public.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I voted Trump Vance, says Pooh. DG says, I voted for Trump. I've been a Democrat all my life, but no more. Exactly, brother. So many of us have. Look, Pooh Man says the same. JC says, Kofa, you on it tonight. Preach. Yes, sir. Will do. Brother TJ in the building. What's going on, good brother?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
But yeah, we let these ex-cons walk right up in the church knowing that he shot somebody, and it's either the pastor, somebody in the church, or your mama telling you, well, everybody got a pass. You ain't perfect. So we let a lot of this shit slide, but we have been in love with Donald Trump forever and a day in our community. I'm going to get into that as well. Let's go on to the next video. Again, these videos are real short clips, but I just wanted to drive this point home.
Black people, black men. Look at Hollywood. That would tell you everything you need to know.
Hold on, let me bring this back some.
Then you have young folks, right? My son's 27, so for the last few years I've been listening to music. When they hear Rick Ross and Drake and these guys talking about owning things, they're arguing over who works the hardest, and they don't want public housing, they don't want free housing, they don't want free food. They want the American dream, so particularly young black men. And listen, they're being shut out. They're being shut out by progressives. Progressives who own corporations, they're discriminating against black people, black men. Look at Hollywood. That would tell you everything you need to know. Black women are always now in these movies where without a black father figure, without a black lover, right? The black male has been pushed out by progressives. And they are looking for someone they can look up to. And more they see Donald Trump as someone, hey, I want what he's got.
I think that you look up to Charles Payne.
Yeah. Well, listen, talking about the Bronx, you had a great interview with a fellow by the name of Lou Valentino.
The pimp, the hustler, the schemer, the scammer, the dope boy, all that shit. Best car, quote unquote, best women. These young kids is looking up to him. Oh, it's hard to compete with that, you know, as a school teacher when this kid can go out on the corner and make more money than me. Now, we have accepted this as a reality until it came to Donald Trump. Prior to 2014, 2015, we loved him as a community. Everybody thought it was a joke when he said he was running. And then he got in that motherfucker. Why? Oh, we voted for an entertainer. We love entertainment in the black community, don't we? We turn everything into a joke. Everything. Everything from child molest to dudes fighting at the club. We turn everything into a joke. And now we're up in arms about a DEI initiative when we're the face of it and it doesn't even benefit us. I was having a conversation with a brother, another black man. Oh man, he's trying to, he's doing all this stuff against minorities. Trigger word, right? Had to stop the brother right there. Minorities, I know what it feels like as a black man. Again, the office I was working in, there was a position that came open. I should have just walked into, but they had to advertise, right? They had to be fair to the market. Cool. I've been in that office doing the very job they applied for. They just raised it up a level to make it more money, kind of a supervisory position, that type of thing. Already been doing the work for the past 10 years. Did I get the job? No, I didn't. Who did it go to? A black woman with no background in the law that not too many people around the office knows of. Maybe she does. She might be a cold ass paralegal. She might be colder than me. However, I know the office she came from, it ain't have shit to do with no damn legal work. No. But nobody thinks of that in terms when it affects black men. Same roundabout way, another office I've worked in, the head of HR, black woman, sister. It's a lot of mammyism if you really look across where you work at. They'll put a black woman in these positions to dictate who gets what position and different things like that, or how those positions are supposed to be ran. Black woman in this position, everybody up under her in a supervisory role for all the worker bees is either a woman or a gay male.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
With plenty of qualified other brothers. I've had the conversations, but these are the conversations we have to have in the back room, right? So again, a vote for Donald Trump was us thumbing our nose at this system that everybody says they hate so much, but when it benefits a sister or a minority, everything is okay. Get to y'all comments real quick. CDT in the building. Uh-oh, almost lost your comment, brother. He says, peace and blessings, good brother. Salute to you. Brother Indigo Flow in the building. He says, salute to Kofa and everybody in the room. Thank you, good brother. Pooh Man says, Dems were trying to replace the black community with immigrants. And you see what's happening. Heidi says, hi, hashtag sofa. I don't know why BT's daughter calls me that, but that's my name. Hashtag sofa. Tell Heidi I said, you go, girl. I appreciate it, brother. Brother Pooh back at it. He says, black Americans only account for 4% of DEI hires, and then get offended when you say you were just a DEI hire. If some racist or somebody says that outside, oh, you were just a DEI hire. All right, bitch, run my check every 2 weeks.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I'm okay with being a DEI hire. I just told y'all I'm a veteran. I fall into that category too. It's not just black. It's not just minority. There's a lot of ageism that goes on. Once you're over 40, 45 and the job realizes, oh, they can't have you for 20, 25 more years. Even though you might be the best person for the job, have all the experience from your years of working, they haven't been hiring people. So that falls into ageism. Is anybody talking about that? Nope. We always talking about color and what we need to do and how we need to go get some money any other time. So I'm going to tell y'all the same shit. Figure out these next 4 years how you going to get some fucking money under this presidency. Stop being a bitch.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Through the Fire podcast says, DEI equals black woman, white woman, or transformer. Boy, I wish I had my damn... Oh, where's my damn...
Autobots. Transform and hoe out.
That's for all them Autobots out there. And I thought I had another one. Damn it, I'm going to find it later. Anyways, let's keep on rolling, boy. You're a damn fool. Sister Messy in the building. She said, here, shout out to Kofa in the chat. You go, girl. I appreciate you being in here, big sis. Keep on scrolling. Everybody speaking to Michonne. Let's see. CDT says, yep, Kofa, I work blue collar. And you know it's majority whites, but HR is a black woman.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Y'all really think black men be making this shit up when we talking, bro? Y'all act like we're dumb, deaf, and blind, like we don't see this shit. It's just, they set it up like plantations. Everybody else can be out there working, whether they're black, white, or whatever. They'll put a black woman in that HR. Then your paperwork get lost, get shuffled around. Things take a little bit longer if she don't like you. But y'all on the outside looking in, I guess. Black men just crazy as fuck. Telling you about our experiences. Let's keep on going. Where we at? And Indigo says, and what proportion of that 4%? I asked BT this the other day. Remember BT? I brought that up. And what proportion of that 4% were heterosexual black males? I really want to know that too, bro. But I think they know better than to put out that percentage. But eventually it's going to leak. Somebody's going to bring it out. Brother JT in the building. Salute, good brother. I appreciate you being in here. CDT says, nope, they just created a new position at my job and they gave it to a gay dude.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Y'all keep acting like we making this shit up. Let's get to the next clip, man. Let's keep on rolling. What we talked about, the progressives, DEI, everybody up in arms. But again, when it's on black men, we don't care. But again, how long has hip hop loved Donald Trump? Let's go back in the time machine. Cam, let me see if I got this right. Nope, my bad. Blah, blah, blah. But that's what they sound like when they're complaining. Hit the wrong button, my bad. Yeah, let's go back in the time machine.
Trump before. Yeah, I met Trump when I first got out of jail. He came to Drug Dealer Wednesdays with me and Uke before he was the president.
Yeah. See who I'm sitting next to? Donald Trump. Smell the money. Niggas, you know you. Wait.
Any of us around this age group know this was Tony Yayo's first album around 2005. This man was not lying. I've been met Trump. We fuck with Trump. I told y'all, until that man announced that he was running Republican, we love this man.
It's Tony Yayo up in this. I never thought I'd be next to this guy, man.
Let him talk. Let him speak.
Shut up.
Let him speak. I don't think they believe he's here.
Donald Trump, just say something.
I'm here, folks. I'm here.
Wow. Smell the money.
Great group of people.
Smell the money. Mr. Trump, are you going to buy my album June 28th? Girls of the Predicate Family?
You're going to buy all your albums?
Can you buy 10 million albums?
You buy whatever you throw at me. Whoa. And I'll be first in line to buy your album.
Thank you, sir.
Wow,
I just want to be your friend. I think 50's on your heels, Trump.
Well, he's got to be catching me.
We love money. I don't care if it's a white man. Mr. Trump, buy my album. This, that, and third. He was an older cat then. To them, they were in their early, mid-20s then. So he still was Mr. Somebody raised him with manners. But people going to hear that and say, oh, he was buck dancing and shucking and jiving for this white man with money. Y'all do it with dope boys all the time. Man, this nigga shot somebody. At least he got money, though. This nigga out there selling dope, fucking up the community. He got bitches, though. We hear it and see it all the time on a regular basis. Let's keep it rolling.
Soon, I tell you, he's doing pretty well.
Hello?
Yo, ho, where's 50 at?
That's the boss.
I'm right here.
Oh, all right, 50. We got Donald Trump here.
How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm fine.
Well, I have some kids, and myself included, but I have kids, they think you are the best, the absolute best. Tell you, my little daughter Ivanka and my son Eric, these people, they just love your...
His daughter, grown-ass woman now, 2025. This was 20 years ago, bro. She was a kid then. And we loved this man until he started putting his family in positions to win.
They love your music.
Wow. And I'm going to keep making it.
Well, you're going to keep making it. You better keep making it. I'm going to have some angry children if you don't keep making it.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you. Congratulations on the great success, man. That's amazing.
Man.
Once again, 50 take. This is right after his ascension. This is like 3 years after Get Rich or Die Trying, right? And we still loving 50 because he took 9 rounds and lived to tell about it and blew up off of his image. 50 Cent is not whack by any stretch of the imagination. But Dr. Dre isn't stupid. He knew he could market that street shit. And guess what? It worked. It worked. We love it. We eat it up all the time. How long has Rick Ross been calling himself the biggest boss? Matter of fact, with Rick Ross, when they thought they were going to kill his career, I forgot who he was beefing with, and they leaked his correctional officer picture. Did that affect him? Hell no. He probably made more money after that, rapping about selling dope. I remember I was having a conversation with somebody about, man, I don't know if I can fuck with bro. He was a correctional officer, like this shit kind of fake, ain't it? He was like, nah, man, could see what he was probably doing. He was probably the officer bringing the dope into the jail.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
Once again, celebrating it. Brothers incarcerated, but you're gonna be the cat, not only breaking laws, but you're gonna provide them with the fix that they need. That's the thought process old boy had. I'm not saying that Rick Ross did that, but that was the immediate thought process when I was like, man, this shit kind of fake, because it was in that era, that early 2000s era, where shit started to get really, really glossy. I know they say Puffy was the glossy era in the late 90s, but this was really when you could just sell an image, not even necessarily music, and we ate that shit up as a community. Let me get back to y'all comments real quick. I think TJ Through the Fire podcast answered your question. I believe I was Pooh or either Indigo to ask what percentage of that 4% were black males. He says 0.0.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Let's keep on going. Let me scroll back to some comments I missed. BT says he sat behind Trump at a Knicks game. I remember you telling me that story. Pooh Man says Trump tried to run Democrat, but they told him no. That's why he went Republican.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
CDT says, and it's crazy that Rick Ross down the street from us. Big facts, bro.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Past his house on a regular basis, dog. Right here in Atlanta. Let's keep on rolling. Where'd I leave off here? That was Yayo. Now, more tropes and traits, black men. Hip-hop loves Donald Trump.
Into another election, so have you made a decision about who you're going to support?
I'm not sure how to answer that question, to be honest with you.
Have you made a decision?
I haven't.
What do you see as the significance of African American men in this election for both of you?
I see them identifying with Trump.
Why do you say that?
Because they got RICO charges.
Because they got RICO charges. BT, you got RICO charges? Indigo, you got RICO charges, bro? CDT, anybody in the chat? Any brothers in the chat? Y'all got RICO charges? Because I don't. But that's the typical tropes and traits that we continue to push out. We continue to sell. And the community, fuck the celebrities, the community continues to eat up. So we can identify with that shit when it's us and we're okay with it. What's the problem with voting for this man? We love a gangster in this country. We love a gangster in this community. But now it's affecting your politics, or you don't like something he said, because that was the whole thing. And I think through the fire, me and him were talking, and he brought up a very good point. He believes, and I agree with him, Donald Trump was done after the first election. He got in, he was done. What the general public, the media, Democrats couldn't do was they could not keep this man's name out their mouth. And he ran out of spite this time and really got some traction behind it because Biden was throwing money over here, letting immigrants in. Appreciate it, BT. He was doing all the things, right, that black people say they love, but was actually pushing us out the way for other minorities. So if the Democrats and all that would have shut up, Donald Trump wouldn't have ran. He ran out of spite this time, and the motherfucker won.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
BT drops $2 bomb. He says, no RICO charges here.
These last $2.
Indigo says, I ain't got no damn RICO charges. JT says, I've been to jail, but no RICO.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Look, DG says, I'm not saying you work for the feds, Kofa. Well, I do work for the federal government. I do. But again, brothers have given me pushback for that. Oh, you work for the government? Oh, you one of them. And I work in the legal field in the government. BT says, facts, TJ, they just kept his name in their mouth. They would not shut up for 4 years. Dude was out of the way. The only time we really heard about Donald Trump came from opposing sides. JC says, no RICO. But again, these tropes and traits have permeated our mind state. We see it in real life. Everybody got that one cousin locked up, uncle just now coming home. You ain't seen him since you was a child. All that type of shit going on. And we accept it in the community because again, well, you ain't perfect. Everybody make mistakes, this, that, and the third. But looking back in this time machine, the black community has historically loved Donald Trump. And then you'll say, oh, well, you a sellout. You love a rich man. Go in there and tell your boss that shit tomorrow. Because he talked to you like you fucking crazy, don't he? He disapproved your PTO, didn't he? Or he got that black woman to do it.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Again, another 50 Cent trope. Oh, no, I hit that one already. This is something real that that Mike says.
I'm voting for Trump. So what somebody's going to do about it?
I mean, I'm going to disagree with you.
So what?
Yeah, does it make you feel weird that people...
so what?
Why is it people care about your opinion so much? Is that weird to you that people freak out about your opinions?
No, they believe I have a lot of followers, this and that, but this is my opinion. If I like Donald Trump and I want to vote for him, I'm going to do it. So what? What are you going to do? Beat me up?
No,
I don't think so.
No, it's not.
You going to beat up Mike Tyson? You gonna call Mike Tyson the same idiots that old girl on The View or whatever, what's her name, Sonny, called black men that voted for Trump? Last I checked, 80% outweighed 20%. So those 80% of black men were so smart, but them brothers had to take a what?
This is letter L, upper and lowercase letter L.
Had to take that L. Now, any other time a brother around the way doesn't get the job, doesn't get the girl. Man, you just got to hold that L, dog. It is what it is. We love to dismiss it when it's an average, regular day working brother. That's why the average millions don't matter. The money don't even fucking matter. This dude, Trump, was supposed to take an L. He wasn't supposed to win. He an ex-con. He broke every rule that other brothers in the streets have broken, and now you hate them for it. Now everybody want to act like they walk on water. You've been absolved of all your sins. Remember, nobody's perfect. You've been absolved of all your sins, right? What did he do that was so damn different than the people you've been worshiping in your street culture? The family member that comes home and you know he used to slap his damn wife around. Has more of an impact on your family, on the community at large, than Donald Trump ever will. I don't give a fuck how long he's sitting in that damn seat. But we love a gangster until we decide not to. Now you think you're going to have the moral high ground.
No.
Let's get to some more comments. We're going to keep on rolling with this thing. Where'd I leave off at? JT says, I pull more hoes, 304s, talking that gang-ish and telling jail stories than my college degree.
But wait, it gets worse.
Let's keep on going. BT, I appreciate it. He says, I'm killing. I appreciate it, good bro. Mike Tyson should have went with Trump instead and said Don King, but that's another story for another day. I think I know where you're going with that, bro. Let's keep on rolling. Something, and I'm going to put this out there because I want to jog your memory. We're going in the way back machine. We're going to go in the time machine real quick. We're going to hear from President Obama and remember what he told these young men at, I believe it was Morehouse, when they graduated.
Nobody is going to give you anything that you have not earned. Nobody cares how tough your upbringing was. Nobody cares if you suffered some discrimination. You have to remember that whatever you've gone through, it pales in comparison to the hardships previous generations endured, and they overcame them. And if they overcame them, you can overcome them too.
Y'all heard what he said, right? That was during his presidency. Hold on, we had to hop in. I found my button. We had to hop in that.
In my time machine, yeah, I ride clean, marinate the scene with my high beam.
Had to go back in the way back machine and remind some of y'all, Obama said, ain't no excuses. To a group of black men that are just starting out in life, no real experience, they just got the degree, pretty much telling them they have no excuses, making them the same empty promises. Somebody that came before you went through worse. Somebody that came before you had actual racism, similar to what Kevin Sam used to tell, black folks about our relationships. And everybody gave him pushback. So under this Trump administration, repeat what Obama said. Somebody that went through some real racism, pretty much you'll be all right. Somebody struggled to get you here. You'll be all right. It'll be okay. But nobody's saying that now. Everybody, that group of young men are now the adults that were supposed to vote for Kamala. I wonder how many in that audience remember that speech and became part of that 20% that voted for Trump.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Just had to jog y'all memory real quick because we love to forget things. Matter of fact, let's go back even further.
In my time machine, yeah, I ride clean, marinate the scene with my high beam.
And their problem was getting finance for their business. Well, 25 years later, I run into them separately. They don't know each other. They might, I don't know, but I didn't put them together. Question, did you...
Pause it real quick, read this on the screen because I know some of y'all may be ninja watching. This is Judge Joe Brown telling a story about some young black entrepreneurs he knew from way back in the 80s that ended up getting some bread from Donald Trump. This is the untold story of Donald Trump's financial help to young black entrepreneurs.
Ever get that loan or that finance to get your business? Yeah. Well, what happened? Who'd you get it from? I got it from Donald Trump. And, you know, not only did they get the finance, they tell a tale that, well, I don't mean know if it's a tale, but the story is when they gave him the term check, he asked them if they were happy with what they were doing, were they satisfied? He said, this is what I'm supposed to get, yeah. And he tore the contract up, tore the check up, said, my gift to you.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
For those that couldn't hear it clearly, two entrepreneurs, young black entrepreneurs, Judge Brown knew, hadn't seen him in years, ran into him later on down the road. Hey, did you ever get that money you needed to start up your business? Yeah. Who'd you get it from? Donald Trump. Oh, really? Then they go on to tell him he gave that to us. He brought us in when we were supposed to pay him back. He brought us in. Did you find out what you wanted to do? Are you enjoying it? Is everything going good? Cool. Takes the contract, rips the contract up in front of him. That's my gift to you. So a loan became a grant. A loan became a gift. We loved this man until he ran for president the first time. Then you threw him out the way because you black, you supposed to vote Democrat. He was a Democrat the whole time until they told him no. And we can go back, and I believe it was on Sally Jesse Raphael or something like that, because he was the richest man in America at the time. Back then, they were very popular. How many rappers said they're going to live at the Trump Towers and all that shit? We'll get into that in a quick second too. We almost done. But he told him, if I ever ran for president, I would run as a Republican. He's rich. He get tax breaks. Back to Dave Chappelle. Learn how to play this game. Stop being a bitch. Figure out what tax breaks you can get at a regular level. Ain't nobody said you're going to be a billionaire overnight or a millionaire. But you will worship the ground these dope boys and schemers and scammers walk on. We celebrate again when they come home from jail. Glad the brother made it home. Glad he's safe. However, the damage is done to the community. That work you were selling probably took away one of his parents. But then everybody grown, right? They knew what they was doing. We ain't forced that on them. I gotta eat too. This the only option I got. Tupac had a song where he was like, you tired of selling crack? Shit, I had to. This thought process that we have to do this dirt just to get over, but then you don't do it the quote unquote right way. You know they looking at you anyway, and you still sloppy. You still flashy as fuck. You still loud as fuck in public. That's how they caught up with BMF. You know why? Them niggas started dropping bodies in broad daylight. That's what got them on their radar. Most of the time, the feds ain't really giving a fuck about no dope. America been bringing in dope, quote unquote, since the mob days when it was bootleg liquor. We've been doing this in this country. And you mad at the sitting president because he moving like your cousin move. He just doing it in a suit with a pen. You mad at him for moving like the mob has always moved. You mad at him for moving like Frank Lucas was moving. You gonna do what I say. I'm the one to run this. I'm sitting in the seat. This how it's gonna go. Instead of putting a pistol in your mouth, he put some pen to the paper and got some shit done. And we worship any level of money if we think the dude got it like that. Let me get to y'all comments. Mr. Michelle says, Indigo Flow says, these brothers just put in 4 years of work to get their degrees and graduate. And that's what Obama was telling them. Indeed, bro. BT says, now they say Judge Joe Brown is crazy to diminish what he's saying. He just an old cat. He ain't got shit else to lose, bro. But I know what you're saying. People are saying that about him. Oh, he must have dementia and everything else. BT says, I gotta sell crack in front of my building to feed my daughter. Notorious Big.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
All the tropes and traits we have seen. I'm gonna share the screen real quick. Let me bring it up. I went and asked handy dandy ChatGPT to bring up some rap lyrics between the years of 1990 and 2015. Boom. Y'all let me know if y'all can see that. Ask ChatGPT to bring up some lyrics from 1990 to 2015. And it said, between 1990 and 2015, numerous rap songs referenced Donald Trump, often symbolizing wealth and success. Here are 20 notable lyrics. Now, mind you, I only asked ChatGPT to give me 20 because I know there's more out there. The Time, Donald Trump Black version from 1990. Donald Trump, Maybe That's What You Need. The Beastie Boys, Donald Trump and Donald Trump living in the men's shelter. Don't know what that means, but it was said. Ice Cube, Us from 1990. Scarface's 1995. Getting cream like Donald Trump. I don't know why they brought up Nas, The World Is Yours, or Jay-Z, but let's keep going. Or boom. Young Jeezy, Vacation, 2008. Trump Change, I Show You How to Get Paid. I'm reading off the other screen because this one's kind of small. Wait a minute. Maybe I can't see that. Boom. Let's go there. Rick Ross, Rich Off Cocaine. Kind of blatant.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
2009 doesn't mention Trump. He said, I got a thing for balling like it's a sport. Mac Miller had a song called Donald Trump from 2011. Take Over the World When I'm on my Donald Trump shit. Ray Schmurd, song called Up Like Trump. Now you got to remember, some of these rappers are a little bit too young, maybe a Mac Miller, Ray Schmurd, to even really know how wealthy Donald Trump was in the 80s, how popular he was in the 80s for those of us that are 80s babies that really came up in the 90s. Look at the years of these songs, 2011, 2014. Again, hip hop loved this man. How would they know how rich he was unless it was being said by older people in his family or around him? YG, I Just Want to Party from 2014. Stacking Money Like Donald Trump. Kanye West, So Appalled, 2010. Ballin' Donald Trump, Taking Dollars From Y'all. E40 said, in my everything, I'm the opposite of Donald Trump. Don't know what that means. Big Sean. Nope, that's something else. Tyga, song called Molly, 2013. I'm trying to get that Donald Trump money. Juicy J, Boss Nigga, from 2013. I'm trying to get rich like Donald Trump. Do we see a theme, y'all? Migos, Contraband, kind of blatant.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
2013, again, street culture. I'm trying to get, Migos, Contraband, 2013. I'm selling white, Donald Trump. Young Thug also had a RICO charge. 2 Cup Stuff from 2013. I'm a rich nigga like Donald Trump. Rick Ross says, assassinate Trump like I'm Zimmerman. That was 2015. When did he announce he was running for president?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I think I had a couple of more. Let me see. Boom. Fat Trail, what we doing? What we doing? Name of the song from 2014. What we counting? 100,000s. Where at? Trump Towers. Nicki Minaj, Flawless Remix, 2014. He won a monster Nicki in Sri Lanka. I told him, meet me at the Trump, Ivanka. Meek Mill, Off the Corner, 2014. Going Donald Trump numbers on the corner. I made $1 million on that corner. Ray Smurd again, Up Like Trump, from 2015. Forbes list, Forbes. Read it like the Bible, Up Like Donald Trump. Bring it back on me. Give me one quick second. Let me get this other screen down. Did we not see a theme about money? Did we not see a theme about wealth? Did we not see a pattern up until about 2015 when Rick Ross said what he said? Let me scroll back up and get y'all comments. Everybody speaking. Let's see. Yep. Raekwon incarcerated Scarfaces. Oh, that's 1,000 watts. That's that's Corey Joe again. Appreciate you coming back on the other channel, helping with the watch time and viewers. So do we not see a theme of what we're talking about when everybody's bitching, moaning, crying, complaining? And I get it's impacting people's lives. I get it. But a lot of this shit is not that fucking serious. You know why? Because it's happened before. Once again, on the DEI, the federal hires, it has happened. Or what we do is a federal pause on jobs. Things get restructured. Jobs move around. Literal jobs. They may let somebody go and move the job over here. Or what they're supposed to do, if let's say my paralegal job is they say, hey, we don't think you guys are being productive enough in the office, or that you have enough work, and this job over here actually needs an extra position. They will take my paralegal position, move it to somewhere in South Carolina. Now, what they're supposed to do with me, they can't fire me like that, but they're supposed to find me a job similar to, well, the same in pay or higher within a 50-mile radius. Then I got to make a decision on whether or not I want to commute to that job. And if I don't take it, I got to go. It may be I may be missing a couple of steps, but that's typically how it goes in the federal government when the government is shrinking. This is not new. I promise y'all. I went through it under Obama. I went through it under Trump. I went through it under Biden. Went through it. Now it's happened again under Trump. The thing that has saved Kofa is that I'm also a military member. It's other people out there that are not military members. They can kind of move things around and do what they kind of want to do to a degree. But that's the way it's supposed to go. They're supposed to find the people another position within a 50-mile radius that's equivalent. And if they can't, that person will just stay in their job and be considered excess. But the actual job title that they were in is now moved to another location. So everybody isn't going to lose like that. Some people may be in a situation where they got to either move or they got to drive and commute a little bit more. But he is shrinking the government. Some of these positions are going to go away. Because again, as black people, we always say we don't want the government in our business, but then we'll run to go get food stamps or something like that. Had a conversation with another brother today. He was talking about, man, my sister called me damn near crying because they took her food stamps. They didn't necessarily take them. They got to readjust it. And this is where you start finding out what happens when you leaning on the state to be your goddamn daddy, black women.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And he said, I don't know what to tell you, sis. I've been telling you for years, let them food stamps go and go get a fucking job. She been riding on that shit for years. I know another brother. He was a school teacher. He was in the Army Reserve with me. And he drove the school bus. And he was the assistant principal. He used to come to work sometimes pissed off because his wife, this was her sister, his wife would have the nieces and nephews over there at their house with their kids all the time, while her sister, his sister-in-law, was out on another vacation. She had 7 kids, 7 different men, child support, the food stamps, the whole 9. He used to come in there pissed. How is this bitch making more money than me and I got 4 goddamn jobs?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
The same things black men have been saying in this red pill, manosphere, men-centric content space now is coming full circle. Only thing I wish Kevin was here to see this shit.
But, you know, I could be all wrong. Maybe I'm just full of shit. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Get some of y'all comments coming in. Clutch and Stick came in. Going to be. Clutch and Stick came in. He said AI, namely Palantir, I haven't heard of that one, is going to be used to create agents. It's already being implemented at the IRS. I made $4,000 in their stock last night.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
He says, I retired at 57 last week, degree, electronics, engineering technology, specializing in microprocessor interfacing. Fuck Mr. Charlie, pay me. Exactly the mentality we need to have, brother. I appreciate you being in here. Fuck what they talking about. As Dre from Love Crossing Border said, this is not the 4 years to have your ass out there with picket signs talking about, you know, the people and be on all your wokety woke shit. This is not the era to do that shit. You better figure out how to get money. This brother Clutch and Stick said he made $4,000 in their stock last night. And you know what? I believe him. My auntie, may she rest in peace.
You go, girl.
My auntie used to work for the IRS. If you go on, usajobs.gov. If you go on there, the IRS has a continuous hiring process. It's probably paused right now. But typically they have a continuous hiring process for every year because somebody got to do taxes. They get flooded because of the IRS. A lot of those positions are temp positions. Now, my aunt did that for like 1 year as a temp job. She worked a few months, like maybe 6 to 9 months. Next year she did it. Then the 3rd year they brought her back. They actually hired her and she was actually in the system working as a IRS employee, like official employee, not temporary. So if they have figured out a way to use AI, and bring this up again, Clutch, Palantir, y'all go look at that. Go put your stocks in, try to get you some bread. If they are actually doing this, again, I cannot confirm nor deny this. I don't know if the brother's telling the truth, but I believe him. I'm just put that out there. If they are using this AI system and they figured out a way to dictate who paid taxes when and who late and who behind and who might and project numbers and everything else, a lot of those temporary positions are not going to be coming back. And some of them primary positions may not be there either. Y'all better start figuring out this stuff. It's something that I told BT in his chat. For the black community, we have messed up our F's. We traded in our families to have fun, and we traded in our finances for our feelings. I'm gonna say it one more time. We messed up our F's. We traded in our families for fun and our finances for feelings.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Another F. You better get focused and figure out how to make some money. Clutch, I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to go back. Palantir, I'm gonna have to remember that one. Where we at? Brother Quiet Storm in the building. He said, Kevin is always here. He lives in us all, Kofa.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
This how real it can be. Y'all brothers better get in tech. Quiet Storm says, I reject any job offer that doesn't at least have a $275,000 pay range. Fuck you, pay me.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Y'all think y'all white men. Y'all just trying to copy what white men do. Trying to do better as black men. The same thing y'all been asking us to do. So goddamn it, if you can worship a gangster that actually took or impacted somebody's life negatively, I can fucking vote for Donald Trump. Stop being a bitch. Once again, 4 years. You can't figure this shit out in 4 years? See, the problem is Obama got his ass in office and we didn't do shit. We sat up there, well, we got to wait till the second term. You know, them white folks ain't going, wait a minute. The first time he was in office, he had a Democratic Congress. I mean, not Congress. He had the Senate and the House were both Democratic. He could have got through anything he fucking wanted to. Them white folks on Fox News was talking cash shit. And he should have hopped on some gangster shit like Trump. Did he do it? No. Told y'all to your face he didn't believe in reparations. What did black people do? Well, we don't need it. We could work. We could figure this out. We done been through worse before. You don't gotta have no. I done heard it all, bro. So where all this woke shit done came from in the last 8 years, the last 2 presidencies. Trump get in, you mad, you woke. I'm leaving the country. Your black ass ain't went nowhere. Salute to the passport bros.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Ain't even prepared to go nowhere. Let me talk to the brothers real quick. Y'all talk this shit and you don't even have the option to go anywhere else should something jump off. What are you gonna do? Yo ass go, Trump trying to bring slavery back. Get the fuck out of here with that goofy ass shit. So you gonna tell me you gonna take your black ass out there and pick cotton? Or whatever the fuck? You know what slavery is? Read the 13th Amendment. Slavery is abolished except for those that are in prison. And we'll fill up a jail in a heartbeat. And I know they looking for us. I know they looking for a reason to put black men in jail. But we will put ourselves in positions to walk right up in that motherfucker just like they asked us to.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
And we'll worship it again. So you like the gangster shit. You like the street culture. You like the jail culture. But you mad at the president. And again, your cousin that just came home had your auntie crying all them damn years. Asking people to get up money so we can bail him out. He got to be a grown man coming home sleeping on his mama couch or in the basement for real. Not brothers like myself or Quiet Storm. What type of paper this brother got he can turn down? If bitch, you ain't talking 275? Even if I'm not starting out there, that's not even an option I can get to. Ho, fuck you. It's brothers out here that are really moving, but we love the street culture. So cool. Let's love the street culture together. Let's tell a motherfucker to his face, bitch, I'll take you off the fucking map.
My favorite President Trump story. This is my #1 favorite of all time. When we were negotiating with the Taliban, while President Trump was still the president, President Trump wanted to get out of Afghanistan, but he wanted a conditions-based withdrawal. Meaning that you do what we tell you to do, and then we will start pulling troops back slowly as long as you abide by our rules. It's President Trump and Mike Pompeo, and they are talking to Taliban leadership in the room, and they had one translator in the room. President Trump looked at the Taliban leader and said this: I want to leave Afghanistan, but it's going to be a conditions-based withdrawal. And translator translated. And he said, if you harm a hair on a single American, I'm going to kill you. And the translator goes, and Trump goes, tell him,
Yes.
tell him what I said. Reached in his pocket, pulled out a satellite photo of the leader of the Taliban's home and handed it to him.
Shut up.
Got up and walked out the room.
Sure did.
Do you know for 18 months not a single American was killed in Afghanistan?
Sure did.
That's the definition of strength. That's what I'm talking about.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Bitch, I'll kill you. You want to talk about some gangster shit? I'm in your country sitting across the table from you. I don't speak the language. I just tell old boy to tell you what the fuck I said. Quick story about Kofa. I used to work in Guantanamo Bay. I had to work in the camps or the prisons with the terrorists. Literally as close as this microphone or this camera is right here. Sitting across the table. Bro was getting a little bit rowdy. Had to go ahead and let him know who the fuck I was for real, because I was going home to my baby. Told him some shit. He looked at me sideways, looked at the interpreter. Tell him what the fuck I said. Your ass will go to the hole today. You won't eat. We'll figure some shit out. I'm going to get your attention. Tell him what the fuck I said. So that story them brothers told, I believe that shit. And that's how you do it. Because America loves a fucking gangster. What the fuck is you mad at the president for? Salute the Don Father, the gangster we all love. Get to y'all. U.S. has more prisoners than all the rest of the countries in the world combined, but only has 20% of the world's population. And we don't mind. Quiet Storm says, I don't give a shit about a 500-pound bitch suing Lyft. I don't give a shit about a bitch stuck in Pakistan. My crypto is hidden. My stock's hidden. Fuck you. Pay me. We talking success and money in 2025.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Indigo says, that's the most gangster shit I ever heard.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
You better not harm any Americans. Picture, that's your motherfucking house. I will kill your ass. Got up and walked the fuck out. Yep, did some time down there in Gitmo, bro. And you know how I know that shit is true? My father also used to work federal, and he worked transportation. He got to make sure the equipment get here, equipment get there. So two of the people that worked up under him, transporting a truck of equipment, got kidnapped and fucking murdered in Kuwait when shit was still hot over there. So for all y'all mad that he's sending back criminals, but he a criminal, but you talking about somebody violent, go tell those people would have lost family members because some gangster from whatever country, wherever the fuck, has murdered their family member. Go have that conversation about immigration with that person, because you and your whole ass feelings. Again, he gonna be in office 4 years. You know somebody gonna try to find a great Democratic candidate, come in and erase everything he did, and y'all gonna be right back in the Biden era, bitching and moaning because these migrants are taking my job. Or maybe you're not, because again, you know black men don't work. We don't know what the fuck we want to do. BT had to put me on to everything that was going on in New York, where these migrants were coming in, pulling people from Ukraine, sending money over there. But they're sending money over there, bringing some of these women and children in, a lot of them, some of them families, some men benefit. But bring them in, getting them all these stipends and everything in the same fucking housing project that black folks been staying in forever and a day. But now you mad because somebody else getting free bread, but your black ass ain't attempted to get up out the hood either. My homeboy sister, mad about her food stamps. But guess what? Ben told sis, you need to go find a job, sis. You got 2-3 kids. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Clutch says, crypto is literally the velocity of money and esoteric code. Get that in. BT says, this is the era to get it all. You better stop playing.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Clutch says, BT, indeed, the fourth industrial revolution has just begun. Synthetic DNA will replace hard drives and revolutionize computers as we know it. All this, me and BT always joke about conspiracy things and all that. Y'all better start reading and looking up some of this shit, bro. These brothers aren't lying. Bingo, appreciate the name. Go have that conversation about immigration with Lincoln Riley family. Quiet Storm says, let's check Trump resume in 2 weeks. Border closed, deportation ongoing, Mexico, Canada, Panama, Colombia punked, Israel/Gaza ceasefire, DI dead, reckless spending done, foreign aid wallet, motherfucking closed. There's more. That man ain't done. Again, he using a pen like so many other brothers have used a pistol and everything to get their motherfucking way in the streets. He just doing it as a country. We've been in this war overseas because of Bush. For how long? Remember after 9/11, we went off a whole wrong country. He went back at Saddam because if you remember, I should have brought that clip up. Remember, he stood at that podium and said, you guys got to remember, this is the guy that tried to kill my dad and sent all those military members over there to fight and die. And we ain't left yet. Clutch says, oh no, I said what I meant to say, compute. Oh, the compute done on those computers. Oh, okay. Will be different than what is done in silicone. Okay, cool, my bad. All right, y'all. Told y'all we wasn't going to be on here long. I just wanted to hit y'all with those clips and those rap lyrics. We love a gangster. That's why I saved that last clip for last. To look a man in his face, in his place of business, and tell him, I will drop your ass. And then give him the picture of, I know where your mama stay. I know where your wife at. I know where your baby's at. And then get up and walk out. Keep playing. Now, it's not even about Donald Trump. You better start changing your goddamn mindset, bro. Mainly the brothers. The women gonna go with all the liberal shit under the sun. And then turn around and complain when it don't work in their favor. Black men, we already been on the outside, brothers. Go get you some goddamn money. I like this conversation tonight. We might have to expand this shit. But again, I thank y'all for being in here. As always, I love you. Ain't shit you can do about it. Wait a minute. Let me stop. I think I got a Cash App that came in. I want to thank that person too. Damn, this thing just doing what it want to do. Stop. Salute the Quiet Storm for the 10 spot.
These last $2. Last $2.
2 times 5. Salute to brother JC.
Knocks down another 3 ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
For the 3 spot. And salute to brother Corey Joe for the 25 spot on Cash App.
Donations. Gifts.
Back on me. I appreciate y'all again. Clutch says, no thing, OG. If you know how to get in touch with Dr. Johnson, I do. He knows how to link up with me. We can talk about getting this money. I retired to invest in NVIDIA, tens of thousands. Thank you, good brother. JC says, let's do it. Clutch says, fun fact, Andre Iguodala can tell you exactly what I'm talking about. He's getting it. Salute to Iggy. Durf, you late, bro. We about to get up out of here, man. He says, salute to brother Kofa. I appreciate you stopping in, though. Make sure you hit that like button. Yep. Let's go on here and roll up out of here, man. I thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for cooking with me tonight. Salute again to all the subs. Y'all make sure you come through on these lives. I'm trying to hit 5K by the end of the month. So share this content. Even if people going to get mad at you over family dinners and kickbacks, I don't care. Have the conversation with them. Make sure you get your bread, bro. Stop playing. Get out your fucking feelings. Go get you some finances. Getting ready to roll up out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, this has been G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment. I have been your humble host, Kofa, Kofa, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell, right there on the screen. This has been G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. This is where we help men find a positive fuck it. As always, I love you. Ain't shit you can do about it. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace.